it's just a bit too much for them in actual fact. Deadline with a Dusick approve. The Dusick approve emotes. Glad I got those now. That's the only thing that I was lacking in here. I just want someone, you know, people to be spamming stuff. Helter Gaming is live. Alright boys, girls. I'm going to pass it over to my man Helter. I'm just going to make it easy for you guys because I know what people are like with having to click links and whatnot. I'm going to pop you over to my boy. But let me sort this one out. He is not live apparently at the moment. Helter Gaming. Let's just refresh.
Not live. Yes, I am.
What's going on? Refresh your stream. Guys, thank you so much for your love and support again, as always. Appreciate
what
it
am I
a lot.
doing here?
Hanging out with 35 viewers. Awesome. Again, for UT1, it is incredible to see this amount of love and support. All of us casters have a great time casting for you guys as well, because we sometimes when we're playing a game we get stressed out, but to watch one and cast it for you guys is always nice to do. Game well played. Thank you. No, thank you, my man. Appreciate that. Helter Gaming is now live. Now, if you could do me a favour, when you do pop over to his stream as well, show him the amount of love and support that you have shown me as well. Thanks to for the casting, not a problem, Mendes.
Hey, what a guy Lewis is. We all know it. We all know it. Have I posted everywhere? How about here? What's up, everyone? What's going on? Nice desk. Oh, wow. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you very much indeed. We all love the desk here. What's up, Christian? How's it going, man? So my Div 3 team is playing today, so we have to all root for them. It's lean and clean, Jimmy. Lean and clean. The desk always is. I'm not sure if Dusick is he casting with me? I'll hop into our normal channel anyway. And I didn't get a notification, but I think Lewis hosted me. So thank you, Dusick, for that, my brother. Hope you guys enjoyed the Dusick stream on the other match. It's a different Synergy. We have Synergy has two teams. We have our Division 1 team, the one I'm on, and then we have a Division 3 team, and that's the one that's going to be playing right now. I'm just okay, I just got the server info now, so hop on into the server. Synergy2 is the home team, and I don't know if Lewis is coming or not, so I'll just hop into that, our usual channel, in case he was. I'm not sure if he is. But we shall see. As oh, there's the official host coming in, Mr. Dusick with the 13. Rating with 15. Thank you, sir. Welcome, everyone, from the Dusick stream. Coming on over to the Synergy Div 3 match right here. What's up, guys? Hinder, Ramp, what's going on? I'm sure you guys had a good time over on the Dusick stream. My brother, Lou. It's going to be Rune and Nuance as the maps for this one. As you see Mr. Dusik now with his brand new, spanking brand new emotes right there. Look at that. That's good stuff. Dusik, I don't know if you were wanting or able to cast with me for this one, but if you would like to, I'm in our usual spot.
You know what, Ryan? I'd have no greater pleasure than casting with you, my man.
All right, about time.
Let's do this. It's both of our teams again.
Yes, well, finally we're able to cast our teams playing. We haven't been able to.
I think we've done the first one, right?
No, remember we were going to, and then like you had to go cast some other match that no one wanted to watch.
They split us up, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had like 2 viewers because you stole them all.
Well, I was casting EU Synergy, and you went to cast like some. I think it was like a Div 4 match or something, or I can't remember what it was. But should have just let us cast together. There's so many matches going on that day.
Expect no biased streaming comments from both of us. We're going to keep this neutral
That's right.
as possible, and we're going to look forward to this one. It's nice not playing in an EU Synergy game, Ryan.
Yes, that's a good point. That is a good point. Is EU Synergy going to be playing each other again on Sunday in the Div 1 form of the matchup? But we don't like that. Lewis and I don't like playing against each other. You all know that.
No, we're both going to sit. We're both going to cast it.
We're just going to sit back and
just don't want to
perhaps have a
We're
cup of tea, Lewis, and you know, just enjoy the atmosphere. You know.
Absolutely, man. Enjoy the gaming stress of other people while we watch.
Yes, I see they have FraY, and that guy has been less than impressive this season.
So FraY comes from 2K4. And I don't think he's kind of found his feet yet, and I don't think he knows the maps that well. Because I mean, 2K4. I mean, anyone who's watching 2K4 anyway will have would just be playing Switchback the whole time. So
yeah,
you know, it's not going to be all doom and gloom. Didn't Murder play first team? No. Wait, what?
Good day, Padgy. Lexius, what's up?
I forgot what I was saying, Ryan. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, you really are getting old, Lou.
Ah.
the memory, it's going. How's the hand today, Lou? That's the more important question.
Not great, not good, not bad.
So what's it like having that? Is it like the periods where it just gets really bad, or if like I guess if you're gaming a lot, it gets really really bad? Is that how that? I've never had that issue. But...
So basically, in the morning, my hand is waking up. Like I wake up and it's quite numb, and I don't have any feeling too much in it at the moment. And also,
that's awful.
Can't really grip the mouse. So I've been kind of suffering for a little while and trying to get by. But unfortunately, it's kind of caught up with me now. 15 years of gaming and 16 years of playing guitar.
Oh yeah, the guitar too. Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's kind of caught up with me. So.
So you probably can't be doing that either, can you? The guitar. You got a break from both your hobbies, don't you?
Yeah, so I've got to probably rehabilitate it for a month or two, maybe. I mean, I'm trying to speed up the process by taking precautionary measures to get it healed quick. But I will probably play some games here and there, but just not as much as I usually do. Because
you can't overdo it, right?
In lockdown, Ryan, I don't want to be doing nothing with my life.
Well, I know it's not an optimal time for this to happen. As Zombie, aka Christian, the old school player, gifting 2 subs right there. Negator and Bled, enjoy those gifted subs. Thank you, man. Appreciate that, sir. Thanks for supporting the stream, Mr. Christian, right there.
Game over, man. Game over.
Lots of support for us casters at the moment. It's nice to see.
It's been nice, yeah, seeing the support. It's good to see people at least enjoy what we're doing, you know?
Thank God for that.
Yeah, indeed.
Let me hear, lol. I think everyone watching must have a sub, then, if that's the case. I think that's how it works, isn't it? It prioritizes gifted subs from viewers currently.
I think so. I think that's how it works, yeah. But thanks again to Christian. Perhaps Bledge is lurking. You'd rather watch the stream than Pug? Well, that is the That is the correct decision, Padgy. There's no question.
Yeah. Place to be is here, right? Yeah, nearly clicked on the server.
And I guess with the hand issue, it's one of those things where if you try to keep using it like normal, it could end up being worse in the long run, right? You're probably better off just doing whatever your doctor said, right? And hopefully it'll... I mean, I don't want to dwell. This is a really sad thing to talk about, Lou, but, you know, I have to make sure you're doing the right thing, Lou.
Thank you.
You can't overdo it, okay? I'm worried about you.
It's nice to be thought of. So
Yes.
Thank you very much. You know what? I don't know if I can do this, Ryan, but I need to try and put my webcam in so I can try put it next to your desk as well.
Ah, yes. Well, you should be on the casting desk. Yes, I can move. I can move over. I have the ability to move over. I'll move my chair over to make room for you on the desk. There's no worries there.
You may send you a picture for second map.
Yeah, that would work. Actually, yeah,
I could do that.
In the meantime, yeah, we could do a makeshift one. Absolutely, yeah. If you want to send that over, we can do that.
Now, looking at this as well, we're playing Rune. We're playing against an EU team that have been quite lackluster.
Yes.
Especially in the defense as well, and especially in the mid areas. Grabbing wise, they haven't been too bad.
Yeah.
But we do have Synergy that are going to be way more prepared on an NA server, which, in my opinion, I don't care about NA servers. I think they run better than European
They run
servers,
quite
in my
well.
opinion.
And you can see most of them ping sub 100 as the countdown has begun, Lou. And we are about to start. And yeah, I think this will be a tough map for EU. Absolutely so. FluX is quite good on attack here. He generally manages around 30 grabs, and he gets the first one of the game right here. And a kill on Evolution. Can't get out the low, though, is Hornow. Same story. But we'll see. I think with EU, it all comes down to the defense, doesn't it?
Yep, Slips is going to be the one to watch on this one. You know what he's like when it comes to this map. He's going to grab about 40 times, you can already tell.
You know it. And Hornow, he's trying to get out here on the left side. He was being boosted initially, and PanterA going to cut him off. That wasn't returned, though, as FraY. And now Hor's going to pick it up. They're down into their low, and eventually Dave. And that's a pretty good start by your EU team right there, Lou. They couldn't quite convert, but nice try.
Quite a surprise, actually. Needed a little bit more quality just with the defender pushing up. I think they did, but a clutch.
Yeah, just perhaps a little bit too late on that push-up right there now as we see Dave trying to get out the low. Can't get past Acid, though. So what are they running here? It's Acid and is FraY playing D again, I assume?
Seems FraY like playing D, yes.
Yeah. So that combo has not worked out too well in the past for EU, has it? The FraY Acid Slam defensive combo.
It hasn't. Oh, hang on, we have a Slips out here as well.
You have a Slips out.
Yeah, the partnerships have been all over the place at the moment, which I'm quite surprised because we do have some really good players in EU2, just not able to perform as a team at the moment, similar to what we went through in the first couple of games for EU1.
Quite true, actually. It's a good comparison. I thought that from the beginning on for both EU teams, the lineup looks so solid, and they just weren't able to find any teamwork. As we see FluX now, he's got quite a few on him, but he's still trying to make it out on the left here. Two chasing him. Oh, almost made it to his low. He couldn't pick up any cover right there. An Acid Slam. Eventually going to return that one. Is Hor in the meantime going to grab, try to leave it on the left side right here. He's got one chasing him. He gets a kill on a Meth right there. He might make it out high mid here. Is Hor. Oh, just shot across from FluX right there. And that's a nice little try.
Yeah, FluX knowledgeable on this map. It's his kind of map, isn't it? Like you see him on this map, even in a Division 1 lineup, and you know that he's going to pull something out.
You do.
Really strong play here.
Yeah, you see him right there. We saw him attacking through high. It's the best way to get grabs in right here. Coming through high, and you can pretty much drop right on top of the flag. Is Dave now trying to get a low? He's made a low mid here, and he's got a couple cover with him. He backs into a wall, unfortunately, right there. The flag's still laying. Acid eventually returns it, and Acid sitting at 76 efficiency. 77 now on defense. That's a better start for Acid. You never know what you're going to get with that guy.
He's very Marmite, our Acid Slam. Sometimes he'll ban you, sometimes he won't. Sometimes he'll play good, sometimes he won't.
Sometimes he won't. Sometimes he really won't.
Good start from EU. Very good start from both teams in actual fact, putting pressure on them.
Yeah. No, it's been quite even to start this one, and we haven't talked about the defense setup for Synergy, as it is Meth and PanterA. So Meth, he wasn't at their last match. He missed that one, but he's been strong all season for them, anchoring that defense. Is Hor now. He's trying to come out of the jungle on the left side there, but PanterA, see him jumping across frantically to get that one. He eventually does. It's Murder now, trying to get out low, but Acid with the double. What is going on with Acid?
Acid has taken some steroids before the game.
If you weren't in here casting with me, I would be suggesting that perhaps you were nicknaming his Acid. I don't know. He's looking pretty strong at this stage.
Here's where I have to tell you that Acid's not on comms and it's just me playing. My commentary. Blaze nicknaming for Acids. We don't know. Crazy world.
Oh boy, as we see Hor now, he's trying to leave out here on the left side again. This seems to be his preferred go. Certainly the quickest way out of this base to go straight low and then take the dodge into your team's right. That is the quickest way to get in on Rune, but there is other options certainly, and we see most of the runs actually going towards the left side so far, which generally you don't see as much. We'll see if that changes. As FraY is attacking, and we see him grab right now, so who is Acid actually D with? He's D with FluX.
Okay.
So did they not have another proper attacker? Did they have to play FraY at a necessity, or do you know?
I'm wondering whether, well, I think the idea with EU was to play as many players as possible because we don't know what's happening in this last cup. We don't know if it's going to be the last league it ever faces. Hang on, we have FraY here with flag and action flag. Still on the stand, PanterA shoots that one down. Yeah,
and then Murder in the meantime too. He's made out to low mid. No one could hit him for a while right there, and he did drop a low mid, but eventually FluX going to return that one. As well, I mean, FraY wasn't working well on D in the past for them anyway, so it's probably better off that he just attacks anyway. His Crux, oh, it goes right into two of them right there. Unfortunate. As Evolution now, he's going to make it out on the left side right here.
Oh,
Peered as he got... Yeah.
It's what you don't do. You have to face the danger when you are running that flag.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a narrow hallway right there. Turning your back and running often is not going to be enough. You're going to have to cover yourself a bit right there, at least to get to the low mid section. I'm watching Murder right now. He's making a nice juke into the flag room, but FluX knew and made a kill on him right there. So looking at the grabs, I mean, EU doing pretty okay. Hor has 4, Evolution 5, FraY only with 1. Crux up to 9 already, and Murder, this guy with the flag right here, has 7. So Synergy is out grabbing, out pressuring EU at the moment, but EU playing quite well, and their defense has been impressive, especially Acid. Look at this guy, 43 frags, 70 efficiency still.
Yeah, that's a monster performance from Acid at the moment. An average of 69% efficiency between both the defenders. Really strong game from them two at the moment, but waiting for the grab rather than sniff out the danger before the grab, so...
Yeah.
Risky strategy, but it seems to be working.
It seems, yeah, it can work here. I mean, there's a lot of ways you can play D on this map. Some people just like to hide in corners in the flag room and whatnot, sort of play like broken limits in a way, but you definitely need the one guy out front there, the base, to at least see where people are coming in. His Murder now is going to shoot his cover for good measure coming out of the base low right here. It's made out to low mid, but FluX going to make that kill right there in Acid. So 13 minutes in, Lou, and really... there hasn't really been anything that close to being converted, as we're going to see Crux try to do that though right here, and he's almost made it to his low again. The cover hasn't been there for either team.
Not at the moment, but lots of grabbing going on, lots of pressure on both the flags. I mean, like you said, I mean, 25 grabs in total for Team Synergy.
Yeah.
7 minutes? That is nuts.
That's pretty okay, Lou, I would say. Is we watch Hor here. Oh no, he fell off the ramp! That's a goddamn shame. He perhaps, I mean, it was going to be tough to make it the rest of the way, but he definitely sealed his fate by falling right there. Is Dave now trying to get on the left side? Oh, he had 2 spot on him though, and they've been unable. He's just, oh man, hitting every wall in sight. His Murder's going to cherry that one though, trying to get straight out low here. Nice kill on Acid. Here comes Murder. He's picked up a cover from Crux right there, and oh no, they both die. Dave did as well, and that can't be picked up. Is kind of furious pressure on both sides here. The covers in mid just aren't there for either team at the moment. I think that's why we're still sitting at a 0-0 here, Lewis.
I think they're looking to paint the walls from this ugly map, to be honest with you.
Yeah, what it seems so is Rain is finally here in the chat. What's up, Rain? Rusty here, member of Team Synergy 2 as well. Perhaps he's playing second map. We'll see. And Grim Reaper and Bad Hawk here as well. Unbreakable, what's up, guys? Jeremy. Also, as we see Murder trying to get into his low. And it was drop right there. And PanterA's going to pick that one up. He made a nice go to FluX. He's coming to his low right here. Can they seal this one off? Murder's going to pick that one up. It's down to the fight room and Whore!
Oh! I thought that was it. I saw all of Synergy there.
They were all there.
Side.
All of them were there. And Whore, did you see where he came in from? It must have been on the high left side.
He came in from the high left.
Yeah, it must have been. He snuck in behind them, and that is a big save out of him right there. That looks surely like a 1-0 for Synergy right there, but a nice little save coming out of Whore.
Really good presence of mind as well. I had to have the communication there as well to tell him exactly where he is. So that's one thing I've criticised EU2 all season is lack of communication, not knowing where the flag is, not knowing where the other players are. So much better on a map like Rune to be finally showing up and getting things right. I mean, big improvements for EU at the moment.
Well, you have to, especially in that situation. You need to know exactly when they're coming into that low so we can time it on the jump down. As Whore now, he's trying to make it into his low, but PanterA going to kill him. Dave on the return is Murder now. Going to try to run at the same low. Oh, he's picked to cover right here. He's going to, no, he's not going to go in his right. He's going to stay low all the way. He's going to make it into his low. Nice shot on the Evo right here. Going to pick up some more cover as FraY on the cutoff. And that's another save for EU. It's getting close right there. And I feel like Murder should have gone into his team's right there. He did have 2 cover, but right is the safer route surely than going all the way across low. But he elected to stay low. Almost made it, but couldn't quite make it all the way into his low right there. And nice try at a Synergy, but they just can't convert right now, Lewis.
Oh, grab it. Too much pressure on the flag. Murder now with 19 grabs. FluX kind of slipping down
the
grabbing corner at the moment.
Yeah, he calls himself the Rune God, and he's getting heavily out-grabbed by Murder right here. I think Murder's the Rune God, not FluX.
I'm going to make sure that Slips doesn't live this one down.
Oh, you're goddamn right about that. He'll never hear the end of it. You'll never hear the end of it, believe you me. As FluX now, he's perhaps trying to get at least a cap to happen. He's made it to his base right. Just kind of turn his back and run. He's putting a cover right there. PanterA there. Can they seal off the low? Whore's there, and FluX is going to make that kill on him. This could be the one right here, and it is. Synergy finally converts one. Nice little run there. A nice pickup out of FluX. And that is finally a 1-0 at a Synergy right there.
Yeah, nice run from Slips there as well. Not too contested along it as well, so good solid team play from Synergy on that one.
It was, well, it was a good example of what I was talking about there. He made it to his right, and it's certainly a lot safer. We see Murders, he's trying to go all the way across low, but if you turn the corner and your base is right, it's a lot safer, and you got to spawn right there too, so it's definitely the better way to go if you do like to go towards low. In any case, Synergy did get a leader. You see Evolution stalling a little bit right here, and eventually goes low, but Meth was waiting, and Meth looking pretty strong as he always does on defense right here, leading his team in frags and up around 60 efficiency, so well played by him. PanterA too. PanterA 62 efficiency, so their D is looking pretty good for this map.
Yep, really nicely done for them. PanterA having a really nice game as well. You don't often see him on 60 plus efficiency actually, so
no.
Very strong PanterA actually. This is kind of one of his maps as well. I mean, I criticize PanterA for sometimes getting lost with the communication, but again,
he tends to want to guess where things are sometimes if he doesn't know. But I mean, this is a good map for him because he plays on the right side, and he's kind of an annoying defender here. He hides his positioning a lot, and you won't really know where he is half the time when he's killing you. So that's where you're seeing the good efficiency coming out of PanterA right there. 65 now, close to it. Acid's still looking strong, and we see FluX right here now. He's made it into his base on the right side. He gets body blocked alone. What happened there? Did he get boosted back? Like,
he got blocked by PanterA, the master blocker. I always criticize him for that as well. He's blocking.
It looked like he boosted him back too. FluX shot him, and then PanterA shot him back. I don't know what happened there, but PanterA perhaps trolling. I don't know what's going on there.
67 efficiency from PanterA though. Holy moly.
Yeah, that is looking good. The troll play onto FluX not looking good, but aside from that, it did look like he boosted him, Scream. Yeah, it did. Because he was it looked like PanterA was body blocking FluX into hell, and Crux shot him to get him the hell out of the way, and PanterA shot him back and boosted him back, and then FraY returned that one.
Don't boost me, please.
Oh man. Look what's happening here with Mr. Dave trying to get past Acid. He kills him, but can't get it out of the bases. Murder does, though. He's going to make it to a low mid right here. And he's got quite a few cover to be had. Can they pick that one up right there? They can. FluX going to return that one. Evil's going to multi down that mid right there. And 6.5 minutes left to go. There's still 1-0, so surely time here for EU. But you look at their attackers, and it's really only Hor and Evolution only has 8, and who do they have after that? I mean, FraY only has 1 grab still.
FraY looks like he's playing the kind of mid-roll. He just grabbed here, actually. Needs more pressure on this flag. It's going to drop back from me.
You have to. I don't like a mid-roll here on Rune at all. I don't think that's beneficial whatsoever on this map. Not at all. Especially since the mid is split between high and low. You can't effectively cut off many attackers, not to mention you're better off just creating pressure and getting into that base. Rune is all about pressure. The more you're grabbing, the better. It can turn into a really frantic, disorganized map when you have constant pressure coming in, and it can really throw the defense off and get them flustered, and that's what you want to look for as your team play if you're playing on Rune. And I don't really like the strategy in that regard for EU on this map. I don't think Hor being your primary grabber, and that's about it on a map like Rune, is going to be beneficial. As we see Crux gets a little boost out of the base here, and he's going to make it into his right. We'll see his PanterA here to boost him back, not this time, but Hor's going to counter grab that one, and they do make a nice shot onto Hor. It's laying right there. Can they return that one? And they do return it, and that's a score coming in right there. Crux, that's 2 caps for him now.
Oh, really nice play for synergy. If you look at, so 25, so 51 grabs in total.
Yeah.
From synergy.
And that's the difference.
That's where this game is won at the
moment. It is. Yeah, that's really the point. Like, you can't beat that sort of that amount of pressure playing one guy in a mid roll on this map. That's not going to counter that. You're best countering that by trying to pressure at least close to the same amount and get those attackers falling back and slowing their pace down. But not going to be the case with the way you set things up. As Crux, perhaps going to make it out again. Gets a little boost right here. He's going to make it into his face right. He's picked up a cover right here. He's down. Where's Evolution? He's going to come the same way. Both legs are going to go to each other, and FluX returns it. As Evo now ended up dying, so both legs end up getting returned in the right side base of Synergy right there. That's a little close play.
Looking at the Synergy attackers, I mean, you're seeing that many grabs from Synergy as well. They're coming in, they're sneaking in through the high. They're grabbing so easily. So, defenders not covering the high route at the moment.
No, they're not. They're not looking at that enough, and certainly you would expect any of the attackers that are going through high on the side of you, they need to be calling those plays out so the defense has an idea when they're coming in, and they just never seem to be ready for it right here. As we see, Crux, he made a kill on a Horde coming in through high, so surely they should know that he was coming in through here. And he kills Acid now, so okay, so eventually they do pick up the kill right there. As Dave now gets a kill on Acid, trying to lead on the left side high right here. Tough way to get out of the base, but we saw one coming in right there for the pickup. I think it was Murder. No, it was Crux. He's going to pick it up. He's going to make it out high mid right here. We don't see a flag this way very often. As Crux going to make it into his base on the high left side, and he's got one on him. It's Hor. Can they pick that one up? You see Hor going for a nice kill on him there at a PanterA, and it is picked up down in the flag room low once again, and it's still laying there as PanterA finally going to pick. Oh! It took a while, Lewis, but eventually they do manage to secure that one.
Made hard work of that one. Oh. How many times has the flag shot down in the base then? Oh my god.
Yeah, close stuff right there, and some clutch kills coming in to make sure that EU was unable to return that one. And getting out of that high left side to high mid, it's a rather tall order. It's a tough way to go, and we saw it. You don't often see that run work, but it did right there. As Murder's made it to low mid right here, and he's got none on him just yet. He's going to pick up some covers in the low. He's got one cutting off the front side, though. Murder dropped that flag, and you see it. Oh, no. Dave's going to pick it up right now. It's down in the low still. He pulled it over to the right side, unfortunately. That made it easier for EU to return that one.
Oh, this is a great grab from FraY, actually. Oh!
Oh, FraY grabbed during that, did he? He tried to get out on the right side right there. Is Crux now? He's gonna go the same way. Where's FluX? FluX is gonna make it a low mid right here. He's gonna make it into his base right. Both flags are gonna go into each other, and Acid's gonna return that one. Murder on the counter grab. He's trying to leave straight out low. They haven't been able to hit Murder just yet. Let's see. Murder's made into his right. What a clutch little play coming out of Murder, perhaps being able to force a flag standoff right here. And they can't. Horror gonna return that, and EU's on the board, Lewis. As we see Crux now, he's made into his base already here. He's in on jungle side. Horror's in the flagger right now. They're going to run into each other. Horror, big kill, but PanterA's going to shut him down. Oh no! No one ever picked up the flag. PanterA didn't go for it. And at the end of that, both flags going to get returned.
Oh, so this has happened, that's the third time now. It's been Slips versus Horror in the base.
Yeah.
And each time, I mean, that was the first one that Horror's actually managed to kill, but just FluX returned it from the back as well, so communication again good on that one. Something needs to happen in this minute as well. Needs to be a lot of cherry picking going on. Nothing.
Yeah, I mean, it is possible since it's Rune and with advantage of play that they could cap 2 within this allotted amount of time, but it's going to be tough, that's for sure. As we see Crux now, he's trying to lead on the left side, almost made his low. Nice shot by FluX right there, and that's a big return. As we'll see what Horror can do. Tried to leave out on the left side, couldn't do it. So 40 seconds left, Lewis. They're going to need, I think, like you said, a quick play right here. Perhaps a cap at a FluX and someone waiting to cherry. I think that's going to be their only option right here. Is he tried to make it up high left? I don't think that's going to be the way. There was a lot waiting down low, but it is tough to make it out that way.
Horror looking to make it happen as well. So with 20 seconds left, all Synergy need to do is just stop him from grabbing now. So they don't need to put pressure on the other flag.
No, they don't want to at this stage. You don't want to force advantage against yourself, right? So it's going to be
doing exactly the opposite.
Yeah, Murder. And EU would be smart not to return that flag right there. And Acid, no, he did end up returning it. But I think at that stage, being down 2, it wouldn't have mattered anyway. There'd be no way to get advantage for 2 casts. But in any case, Synergy going to win map number 1, 3-1 on Rune.
Yep, a lot closer than what I thought it was going to be, to be honest with you. Synergy won that game from sheer just going for that flag and not worrying about anything else.
Yeah.
Slips 23 grabs. You don't see him often with a low amount. I mean, it's 23 grabs. That's still a low amount for Slips, guys.
It is. We saw Murder. And Crux acting like he's, you know, the Crux. Slips acting like he's the Crux. Oh, well, surely. Acting like he's the Rune God. And we saw Murder is, in fact, the real Rune God. 33 grabs at a Murder right there. 10 more than Crux right there. So well played by him and Nuance. Has EU2 played Nuance up to this stage? Are you aware?
I don't think they have played this actually. JD's stepping in by the looks of it as well. For
oh yeah, JD. He's a new or somewhat new addition to the synergy2 team, and he's going to get some playing time. He's been playing quite well. As Carnage Truth, aka Winlow IRL, good pal, is in the chat. What's up, man? How's it going, Lou? Still locked down in Toronto, are you?
Huh? I thought you said Lou.
Oh, I did not say Lou. I said, what did I say? Winlow. My IRL good buddy is in the chat. That's who I was talking to right there. Oh, you watching the entire game? Good to hear. Got another map coming now, Mr. O.
Rusty's in as well.
Oh, Rusty stepping in. Oh, God. Well, the Synergy lineup just got a whole hell of a lot worse, but we'll see if they... we'll see if they...
in as well, actually. Oh, God.
Is EU not going to make any changes? Surely they must. FraY's got to get the hell out of there.
I don't know what's going on.
Do they not have a better attacker? Because their defense looked okay with Acid and FluX this time.
I know they have MastahBates to run and grab as well.
Like, I see, like, if he was available, I don't understand why he would not have been playing the last map. Because that guy I know can grab a lot. He would have been really effective on Rune, I feel.
This is, I mean, it's a different type of map to Rune as well, and I feel like this would cater more. I mean, I was really surprised at how well EU played that, despite losing that one 3-1. This is a map where you're going to know where players are coming in from if you're defending as well. So you're not going to let anyone grab. unless you've seen them first. So
True.
maybe, I mean, EU2 had a bit more frag power
A little bit.
in that game, I believe, only a little bit.
Yeah.
So maybe that could play a factor on this.
It
Keeping the
could.
lineup the same, potentially. I mean, we're not
Yeah,
sure
I
what's
mean,
going
for
on
me,
there, boys.
if FraY, I don't know. Well, at the very least, I mean, if they did have him on a mid position, I would not. I mean, on this map, it'd be a little more effective, but still, whatever. If he was playing a mid role, it had zero effect. I mean, you saw the amount of grabs coming in at a synergy. It was not slowing that down whatsoever. So, if they're not going to change their lineup, they need to change their strategy. Certainly, right here.
Yeah, so it was either one or two things. It was either FraY playing the mid role, but obviously not getting a hold of the game, or he was part of the numbers game to go into that base with numbers, so it's going to make it harder. Just because there's no point creating an advantage of 2 versus 1 the whole time. I mean, if you know that defenders are not looking in a direction, that's fine, you can sneak one out. But by raw frag power, if you've got 2 versus 1, some people like those odds, but in a division game like this, probably not.
No, certainly not. Certainly not. And I think they're better off just trying to, instead of focusing on slowing synergy down, perhaps, is trying to just get some solid attack coming in themselves. Perhaps trying to group lower on the outer mid there. Try to attack in together here is a good strategy. We saw your Div 1 team, Lewis, we saw you doing that to great effect. You guys were grouping up really nicely here on this map against IFS. But unfortunately, 4 Flag D is a tough one to circumvent in any, no matter what strategy you would like to do. So, but that was the type of team play you like to see on attack on a map like this, especially.
When you're playing against 3 or 4D on this one, especially it's being at such an open room as well, you have every angle against you as an attacker. So playing against anything more than 2 defense on this map is harder. So it works both ways though. Because as soon as you're playing against 4 3D and you've got one person running on the other team, I mean, it's going to take something special to get out, which did happen, unfortunately, against us.
Yeah.
But EU2 need to not make the same mistake. I feel like Synergy are not going to play more than what they have to here.
No, they won't.
Team, in my opinion.
Neither Synergy team does that, and you're just going to see standard play to Synergy. You know, you're going to have the 2D, and they're just going to run hard attack like they did on Rune, so you know what's going to come from them. It's how you like to counter it, and I think a lot of teams make the mistake of getting into an over-defensive mindset, which it can perhaps slow down the pace, but it's not going to stop the inevitable, which would be a cap. As the countdown is on right here, and we are going to be underway on map number 2 right now. synergy2 against EU2, Div 3 match right here. As we're going to watch EU2 try to salvage a map and perhaps draw here. Div 3, Lewis, is quite close. I should have double checked all the numbers before this match, but the last time I looked, it was quite a close division in terms of points. So as far as I know, all these teams are basically in it right now, and every point is going to be important here. It's Rusty now trying to make it out here on the high left side. Couldn't quite get out to mid there.
Yeah, let's have a look at the standings quickly. So we have Menace to Society 2 leading the way at 16 points at the moment. Salty Command Tiers with 13, Porto with 12, Synergy 2 with 6, but only 4 games played from Synergy 2. So you'd imagine they could get another 6 here, which will take them 6 played and 12 points.
Yes.
So Synergy 2 have a lot to work on here.
They do have a lot to work with, because the first 2 weeks or so, you're right, they only had 1 match each of those weeks, so they haven't played as many matches as most of the other teams, and if Synergy can pull out a win right here, they will put themselves in a decent position. But you're right, I mean, you can see it's clearly quite a battle going on in Div 3, so all the teams seem, they're all alive, they're all in it, so every team desperately needing points in these matches, and I'm sure EU desperately, they are the away team here, so I mean, even to get a draw perhaps on Nuance would be something, right? At least get a point out of this map. You're on an away server on a map you're probably not overly comfortable with. If they could get away with a point here, that would be something for the side of EU. As we see Rusty's going to pick up a cover right here. It's Crux. They got 2 with him now, and he's going to try to make it on the high left side. JD going to pick that one up, but it is shut down. Nothing happened just yet, Lewis.
Nothing yet at the moment. You would think a slower pace of a map would suit EU2 more. Bear in mind, I think Slips is defending this?
Surely not.
He's defending.
Interesting.
Is defending. Okay.
Perhaps demoralized by Murder just taking over the attack.
He's absolutely disgraced with himself right now.
And I mean, Murder's not in here. After that performance, Wayo grabs FluX. I mean, Murder should be a staple starter by now. The guy's a beast in every match. Is he Rusty? Nice run under the elbow right here. Yeah, he's made it into his team side left. No one's seen him just yet. He's made it into his base side left, uncontested. Is there anyone coming in low? They're not watching low. There was one coming in out of the elbow right there. A bit of a mistake, I will say, on Synergy's defense. They both pushed over to the left side where Rusty was coming in. No one wants the elbow or low incomings, and one of the defenders has to be sealing that off, so that could have been bad, but at the end of it, nice little run out of Rusty right there. Relatively uncontested though, Lewis.
I don't know what happened with Synergy there. I mean, you're spawning around that base the entire time. I'm surprised as to why no one tried to retrieve that one or even give it any communication.
There was nothing. It's almost like they had no idea, or there was a breakdown, perhaps a wrong direction given on comms, because you get out on the high mid on any side here, you should always be seen and always have cutoffs and pressure coming at you there, and there was really nothing. I didn't see anyone from EU on the out in mid anywhere to cut that play off.
Yeah, I'm quite confused about that one. Yeah, Rusty with a nice grab and presence of mind just to go stick true to his run as well and kind of hope for the best. So
yeah,
well paid off for Synergy.
Yeah, it certainly did right there, and definitely not the start that EU2 was looking for right here. It was going to be a tough one on this map, well, on both maps, really, for them. But we'll see. There's still lots of time for them, certainly. How is the attack for EU doing anyway? They got 2 apiece for FraY and Horror, 3 and 3 for Evolution, so they are grabbing. Rusty with 8 grabs already. Rusty playing quite well to start Nuance right here.
Yeah, there's obviously a problem with the EU defense. If Rusty's grabbing 8 times that easily and getting a cap away,
yeah.
It's not a disrespect or not a dig at Rusty. What I'm saying is, in the game sense, there's no defenders around right now.
No.
Acid's pushed up all the way.
Why was Acid there? And we saw Rusty come, and I don't know what Acid was doing out there. The flag whistling high left. Elite's going to pick that one up. Elite gets caught on the wall a little bit. He's going to make it into his base high right here. Can they pick that one up? Rusty can. He's into his base high right. Can they seal this one off? They got a counter grab at Evolution right here, leaving out on the high left side. He gets shot down. Where is the other flag? Did they pick it up? Did it get returned by EU?
It's in the base.
It's still there. It's still there. Rusty's going to get it now. Trying to beeline it for the flag, and he does get that one. And that's a close one. And it's going to be Evolution trying to answer right now for EU. He's got a booster here with him. Gets a kill on a JD. The flag was laying there. Rusty on the counter grab. Crux going to return that one on the multi-seal off. Is Rusty now. He's made it out to his team's high right. He's going to make it to his base perhaps. High right. No one's there to shoot him down. He's got one of the flagram though. He's asking for help right now, and he kills Evolution himself. And Crux going to steal away cap number 3 from Rusty. And we know for a fact Crux did let him die on purpose to get that flag, and Elite even gonna cherry this one. It's getting ugly in here on the side of EU's. Rusty's gonna pick that one up, and he's made it into his base. That's a good switch right there, and elbow much safer than staying high right. Yeah, it is for sure. And now he'll get cap number 3, and it has come apart at the seams here for EU. Lewis, they're flustered, and they can't get anything going now. It's falling apart for them.
It was the second cap. No defenders there to see Rusty even grab the flag, so
no.
FluX must have been pushed up on that high right, unaware of everything. No one was watching that low area as well. I mean, if you're going to play that strat and you're going to play mid, at least have one of your attackers attack low the whole time so you can see what's going on.
Well, exactly. And then, Acid too, what the hell was Acid doing? He's on the left side, and he was playing it towards mid, and that is absolutely not the way to play D here. If you're playing out that far on the left side, you don't have anyone properly watching the low incomings. And
yeah.
I don't know. That is bad positioning on the defense of EU, and we see Acid. He had a strong game first map, and look at him. He's just reverted right back. 26 frags, 44 efficiency. He's given up 4 caps, and we see the inconsistency at Acid Slam so often, and it's coming through quite well again. Here is JD's made into his base low during all this.
What are you doing, JD?
Oh, God! Meth eventually picked it up. That was almost returned, and Lewis, it's out of hand now, isn't it? 5-0 here, 13 minutes left to go.
Yep, you know if you're going, if you're getting capped on and you're being cherry picked on as well, you know the game is completely out of your reach.
Yeah.
I can't see it. I can't see a way back for EU2. 5-0 down. Literally, Synergy can play 40 if they wanted to right now. I don't see they're gonna go for
no, they won't.
As much pressure as possible. They know the defense is really weak. FluX having a decent game for EU2. Acid having an absolute nightmare at the moment. It's hard to fault Synergy's team play right now.
No, it's been near perfect for the most part. A couple of blunders here and there, but and as you can see, they're not going to play defensive. They keep the pressure on. Both Synergy teams do, and Elites now made it out to high right. He dropped down to the main right side right there. Acid will return that one, and nice little return there. It stopped the bleeding a little bit. I mean, there's still 12 minutes. It's not mathematically impossible, but just the way the momentum is so heavily in the favor in the pace of play here on the side of Synergy, I just can't see a world where EU comes back.
Rusty at the moment having probably one of the strongest games I've seen him.
Yeah, it's quite true. 40 frags, 11 grabs, 3 caps, and assists, a couple of covers, 3 flag kills. That is a strong performance. And it's an important thing to know too, because Crux is not attacking. He's on D with Meth. So those two on D, that's about the strongest D that Synergy2 could make. And so you get a lead like this while stacking D. That's going to be one hell of a tall order for you to get anything out. As we see Elite now trying to make it down low. He did have a cover right there, but unable to pick that one up was JD. JD only with 3 grabs up to this stage.
So I was really surprised at the lineup to begin with from Synergy, but I seem to be. We have a flag out here as well.
We do. FluX, he did make it out on the high right side, but cut off immediately. I don't believe they've returned that one yet, have they? No, it's still laying there. No, still and FluX trying to pick it back up. It's still laying on that side. And get me to that flag already, as they kept picking it up. Ooh. EU did. It's down in their high right, and eventually, finally, that would have been a feels bad, man. That flag was laying in the Synergy side for quite an amount of time, and they were unable to return it. Eventually they do, as Elite now coming out on the high right side, gets shot on the other side from Acid, so that's going to be down right there. As, oh, that flag is still laying there, isn't it? We might see the same thing happen once again.
Yes, well, what I was saying before, like when Synergy came in, they kind of got rid of the quicker kind of players, so I was unsure what kind of
yeah,
because I thought EU were going to benefit more from the slower type of play, but I think defensive errors again have cost them, because attacking wise they've not put too much pressure on. They've managed to get a couple of flags out, so the attack has not been totally, you know, non-existent, but just Rusty taking advantage of bad defensive positioning.
Yeah, to be honest, he's been the key right here for Synergy. Being able to grab that heavily and get those effective runs the way he has, especially like I said with Synergy putting their best players on defense right here. I mean, you can't ask for much more. And the defense on EU just hasn't been able to stop the bleeding, and it's just been kind of a snowball effect as Rusty's going to make it out again. He's got JD with him. JD was trying to boost him right there. Perhaps he'll pick it up. No, FluX is going to kill him. So, yeah, 9 minutes, Lewis. You aren't even seeing much grabbing coming out of the side of EU, and here comes one now. And it's not as though Synergy is playing hard fallback or a guy in mid or mass lane or anything like that. They're unable to get past the 2D of Synergy, Meth and Crux right now.
The thing is, like, the key to this map is going in numbers, because if you're going in 1 versus 2, even if we're not talking about the fullback here or anything like that, you're always in a position where you can both aim at the player. There's not a lot of maps where you can have two players aim at the same person, like in the entirety of the base. So that's where it's been lost right now as well. Defensive positionings.
The positioning has been wrong.
Right.
It has not been set up in the proper ways. You see Rusty drops it down to the right main side there. We saw someone coming towards it. Couldn't pick it up though. FluX on the multi. And what you say is true. The defense can isolate as they come in, but the way you circumvent that is by getting guys attacking in through catwalk and low and on the right side, where the defense can't focus in on one guy. And we've seen Synergy do it to great effect here, but we haven't seen that. The EU attackers just never seem to be together. Let's face it, it's Rusty now. He's dropped down to low mid and no uncontested right now. Kruk's going to push up and cover him right here. They're going to boost him perhaps. He's going to take the bounce pad.
That's a nice boost.
It was, and again, almost all of Rusty's caps appear to be completely uncontested. He simply dropped a low from the flag room, and there was not a soul to be seen the rest of the way on the side of EU. They just all stayed high. No one dropped down, and perhaps it's just the bad map knowledge on this map, or I don't know what the hell is going on, but these caps have gone relatively uncontested for the most part.
Well, I would expect Horror and FraY not to know too much, but with FluX, Acid, and Evolution,
they've played it enough.
I don't see any excuse.
No.
For the bad positioning, and that's me being honest. Then
No,
if you're that left defender, oh hang on, we have a cap in here as well.
Perhaps it's shot down on the stand right there. Can they save it? They won't. It's, well, at least you got a cap right now, and that will be a 6-1.
Yeah, probably a consolation cap, but if they can string a couple more together, I mean, 6 minutes and a half. I mean, we saw 4 caps from Synergy in what, like 2 minutes?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
So it's possible, but
is it a communication thing? Like, aside from the map knowledge of the two other players not knowing it too well, are the comms just not there? I mean, that's what it looks like to me on some of these flag runs.
I've had a similar thought as well. No one, if no one's around contesting that flag in any part of the mid, it's a
in any part, like nowhere. I mean, that has to fall onto comms right there. Whether either they're not saying anything or they're just demoralized and have given up, I don't know. But Rusty's going to cap again.
Again, same situation. Everyone attacking in the elbow. No one going
in the
high,
elbow.
no one coming from low.
And I saw there was one guy who saw Rusty in the high mid. They saw him drop low. So if the comms were there should have been people dropping low onto Rusty, and no one did. They attacked in through elbow, which you can cut off into low entrance from elbow, but I don't know. Something just doesn't feel right on the side of EU, and it's just a total wash right now. 7-1 as JD. He's going to drop it into low. Nice little run right here. Krux is going to body block him, but he's going to make it to his low. And I mean, what do you say, Lewis? It's just
uncontested. Yeah, it's a communication, 100%. I think also EU have clearly given up.
yeah, that's definitely the case.
FraY with a monster kill.
Yeah, hey, at least see a nice little monster out of the base here. Maybe he can turn into a cap, something. We did see Evolution there, but he could not pick it up. Rusty killed him too, so... yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say. I've casted this EU2 team quite a bit, and, you know, I see their lineup, and it looks quite nice on paper, and I see the same issues every match. Their teamwork is just, it's not there whatsoever. And we're going to see another uncontested cap for the most part. Oh, it finally contested. Evolution did kill that one in on the left side. And JD made a nice kill on Evolution, which allowed this pickup here for Krux to happen. And that is going to be a 9-1 now. But it's unfortunate. It is unfortunate. I don't like to see teams get... just destroyed to this level of score. It's not a good look, and again, I think they have a decent lineup. It's just, it's not their day, I guess. And the teamwork's not there, Lewis.
It's not, and you would expect the Rune and the Nuance score to be completely the other way. I was expecting a complete whitewash from Synergy.
I thought, you're so right. I thought Nuance would be the closer of the two.
So I'm quite confused as to what's going on. This is an easier map to defend, albeit it's a harder map to attack for the best part, but getting out is quite difficult. You have a lot of routes to juke to, you have a lot to change up, but I can't understand where a communication error can go wrong on this map.
It seemed to all fall apart, Lewis. I think it was on that What was it? The second cap by Rusty when he came out on the left side and Acid had his back to him, and both defenders were way out in mid. That was that cap where it felt like everything just completely fell apart for EU. It's just snowballed out of control since that play.
Since that play as well, there was 2 cherry picks and 2 caps on the flag back to back. So 2 caps in a row without any contest. No one contesting the flag.
No.
So big problems for EU, and they need to sort this one out right away if they're going to get anything from the league.
Yeah, no, it is quite true. You know, some of those things were unavoidable. I mean, if you get capped on and there's one there to cherry, it could just be a timing thing. Your team is all on their base, and by the time, and then you die in their base, and your flag is coming into the enemy base again, and you just never have a chance. So I'm sure there was a bit of that going on, but in those situations, you need people suiciding back. You need fallback from the attackers, helping to get the base back under control before you start attacking again. And we didn't see any team help on the side of EU. I mean, you saw right there, we just saw Elite helping clear out the base. I mean, he doesn't need to. It's 10-1. But those are just the things ingrained that you're supposed to do when you know there's going to be 4 or 5 coming in. Help your D clear out the base before you go attack. And we haven't seen those sort of team plays coming out of EU on any of the maps, and quite rarely in any of their matches really all season. It hasn't been there, and it's unfortunate to see.
There's a breakdown in communication between defenders and attackers. I mean, I would look at their defense. FluX has good comms, stable player. Acid, when he wants to play, has communication, is a decent player, can play well, but I think it's more of an attacking issue. It's an attacking communication, because I can't see FluX. When I've played versus FluX or with FluX and Bugs, you can just tell he's actually calling the right things at the right times. But
he is.
I don't.
FluX has been there, but you're quite right. I mean, FluX has been their most stable player all season. He's done his job every match. He's anchored D very well, and I know he has good comms from playing with him before, and he hasn't had really any off games where he's hurt his team. He's been the one bright spot for this EU2 team. But yeah, I mean, you try to put your finger on one thing, and who knows, it could be a combination of issues on the side of EU2, and it probably is, and they just haven't been able to find that chemistry really together all season long, and it's too bad, because on paper they look decent. This could be cap number 6 right here for Rusty, and it is in fact going to be that. 6 caps for Rusty right there.
9 cap involvements altogether. Really good man of the match performance from Rusty. I'm giving it to him.
Oh, surely.
He's played incredible this game and hasn't had to frag too much. 77 is a respectable score with that amount of caps and grabs. And covers as well. The most covers on his team and the most grabs and most caps.
Yeah, 3 assists too. That means you could potentially have had 9 caps. But at the end of that, I mean, you don't like to see a total wipe like that. I don't think anyone does. I mean, it's unfortunate, but Synergy looking quite strong right there, and points they needed, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, what else can you say, Lou? It's an unfortunate thing, and but well played by Synergy. Can't take anything away from them right there. They played it quite well.
All credit to Synergy. They picked the right maps, played the right tactics, played the right positions, played the right people. I couldn't fault anything with Synergy's team play, to be honest with you. Really strong performance, really weak from Synergy, and a really weak, lackluster performance from EU2, which is a shame. Again, like you've been saying as well, the actual lineup of it is really strong for EU2.
It looks more than fine to be competing in Division 3. Like, there's no question. So it's obviously it's not a lack of talent on their roster. They have quality players on their team, but maybe they just, I don't know, they just have the worst chemistry that I've seen with a group of 5 players.
You won.
Yeah.
I can kind of relate to the issue a little bit as well. Like,
yeah, you've had similar issues. To a lesser extent, obviously.
the difference is as well, what I've noticed is that a lot of teams who they're playing against and with are scrimming, and that's another good way to speed up your team play and speed up and try new things. It seems like they're trying things in a league, if you get me.
Yeah.
And it's nothing as solid. Like you see teams like IFS, you see teams like Synergy, you see even teams like Ex Machina. They know their shit before they do. Like they play their roles. They know.
Exactly. They know their place. They know what they're supposed to be doing, and that's where all the teamwork flows, and that's where it starts coming in. It's quite true. And you just haven't seen it on the side of EU. But I mean, yeah, it was. I mean, good map picks too by Crux, captain of the Div 3 team. I mean, clearly EU wasn't very prepared for either of those maps, and anyway, I think it's safe to say we all expected Synergy to win this match, and I expected it to be closer. I did expect them to win, and it's a match that they should have won, and they needed the points, and they got the job done. They took care of business, and so props to them, and good job by them. I guess that's going to be it for this cast. Lewis, is there any more matches going on today? I know there's a bunch tomorrow, but...
I believe Jeremy is covering TSF versus FA at the moment.
Game over, man. It's game
okay.
over.
Is that all it's going? Perhaps I'll host him. I'll send you guys over to Jeremy's stream if you guys want to watch their match going on right now. Make it easy for you. Make it easy for you. Thanks for the follow. Smash tomato. So Lewis, thanks for jumping on the cast, brother.
Always welcome. Thank you very much for having me. Yes,
always. You're welcome anytime. You know that. And it's I didn't enjoy watching your EU team getting beat down the way they did, but you know, it's still always good to cast with you. There's no question about that. As guys, oh God, how do you even host again? It's been so long since I've hosted someone. I could just type it in chat, can't I?
I don't remember. I done it by going into my creator dashboard on me Chrome. There are other web browsers available.
Let's have a look. Let's get him hosted. Let's see here. Creator dashboard. I'm going to send you guys over there. See what the hell's going on. It's a Div 2 match, I believe, that he's casting. Oh, Raid Channel.
Yeah,
okay.
Do that one.
So, what the hell is his name?
Negator,
that's right. Negator.
Negator.
Here we go. Alright, start raid. There we go. I'm sending you guys over. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care. We will see you on the next cast. Raid now.
Boom.
Alright, so I can just stop my stream now, right? It's been so long.
Yep.